The Brexit deal is one of the biggest and broadest agreements ever made and leaves the country in charge of its own destiny, the UK's chief negotiator said yesterday. Lord Frost called the agreement a moment of national renewal, with Britain's future now in its own hands. Boris Johnson's Brexit deal-maker praised his team for achieving what many thought impossible. His words come ahead of MPs meeting in Parliament and virtually to vote on the deal with the EU. But, with Sir Keir Starmer ordering Labour MPs to back it, the deal is expected to be passed with a healthy majority on Wednesday. It comes after dramatic final negotiations and an unveiling of a new treaty on Christmas Eve by the Prime Minister and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. Efforts have now been stepped up to get it passed in Parliament. Speaking yesterday for the first time since the breakthrough, Lord Frost said, "This is one of the biggest and broadest agreements ever, covering not only goods but also services, aviation, road transport, social security, health cooperation, law enforcement. It is a really huge agreement. Many said we couldn't do it in the time available and I always believed we could and we had a great team that got us there. We have also done another thing that many said we couldn't, which is establish the UK as a country which sets its own laws again and can choose democratically the direction it wants to follow in the future." He made it clear that his team had also gone much further than the more limited ambitions set by former PM Theresa May's administration. Now, Britain will not be bound by EU regulations or have to align itself, it was said. Lord Frost said, "The way we have achieved that is that there is no more role for the European Court of Justice, there are no direct effects of EU law, there is no dynamic alignment. In fact there is no alignment of any kind, and we are out of the single market and out of the customs union just as the manifesto said we would be. So in our view this should be the beginning of a moment of national renewal for us. All the choices are in our hands as a country and it is now up to us to decide how we choose them and how we go forward in the future."